Hello, welcome to Ndinetaza, our entrepreneurial TV reality game show. My name is Trinus Dongo, you call me Juggernaut. Another exciting episode. Looking forward to a dynamic episode, drawing towards the end of the season as we have two more entrepreneurs to go in this journey for the ultimate prize on Ndinetaza. Today, we are in Masvingo province. Yes, it's a Masvingo province affair, and we're looking at Joseph Musengi. He's into electricals. He solves your electricity problems in terms of your business as you run your business, coming in with the fittings, the repairs, you name it. Well, what more can I say when he is here to speak for himself? Let us check out his story.
My name is Joseph Musengi. I am an entrepreneur. I was born and raised here in Masvingo. I am 28 years old. I grew up in my local neighborhood and did my primary school at Rujeko Primary School. I then went on to complete my ordinary levels at Victoria High School here in Masvingo. Then growing up, I always had a passion for electrical and electronics. I was very adventurous. If you look into my peers, I was the one who was always trying to fix out the problems. As far as high school, I was the one who was fixing the electronics when there is a problem while we were at boarding school. So it led me to develop that passion. After completing school, I was at home. Then I decided to do the electrical career. Then I joined as an electrical apprentice. That was in 2011, and I completed in 2015. After that, I then joined working in the mining sector. I also worked in the steel manufacturing industries. During that time at work, I gained some experience up to 2018 when I decided to go for a solo career as an entrepreneur, pursuing electrical as an electrical engineer. I was supplying services. And when I started my business, actually I had not much capital to start with, but what I did was the tools I had acquired during my career. We kickstarted the entrepreneurship journey, supplying our services to our homes in my neighborhood. We would fix things like stoves, we would fix socket outlets in that place. So that's how I started my career. We are into the business of supplying solar home systems as well as solar water systems. We also do electrical systems as well as backup power systems like generators. So when we started in 2018, we were actually providing our services in the electrical department very much. We were into the homes in our neighborhoods where we had people we were familiar with. Then we decided to broaden our market a little bit, starting to offer our service all across Masvingo province. But then due to the lack of power, we realized there was a need that we could satisfy in the market, which was in shortage of power. Then we decided to venture into solar, providing our services as installers of solar home systems. During that time, we also realized there was a challenge of water. Then we decided to also venture into solar water projects. That's when we actually started to kick off our business very much, getting to get more clients by each day. We are still a small and growing company. The challenges that we face as a new company in the industry is that there are already some existing companies which are already established. So for us to be well known and to be recognized as service providers in the industry, it's a bit difficult for us. But we try to utilize our size and also our proximity to the markets to market ourselves as a business. Then we have also encountered the challenge, the coming of the COVID-19 pandemic. It also affected us as a business because we could not actually move like we used to do. Our business, mainly, we are not working indoors, but we are always in the field. We are traveling. We are going as far as Chiredzi, Mwenezi, Gutu. though every movement actually with the coming of the COVID, it was affected. So we are actually seeing a new change. We had to stay at home some of the time, actually with clients calling us, but we were not able to offer our services to them. So it is a challenge that was actually posed on us, which affected us financially, and it also affected our growth as a business entity.
Age is an issue of mind over matter. And if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. This particular entrepreneur has shown that age is nothing but a number. The youngest entrepreneur battling it out with all the other entrepreneurs this season. How will we do on the judging, the points? Well, we can only find out. Now we want to go into our business compass. As always, we give you a sense of direction on how best to navigate these challenging times, these tough times in our business compass. Let's watch the business compass.
A vendor number is a unique number which is issued to different organizations by the Ministry of Finance, and a vendor number is used by the government when making payments to suppliers. An organization which qualifies to register for a vendor number is an organization which has been registered to the Registrar of Companies. But then we have got some individuals or sole traders who just do their business, but they're not yet registered. So those who are not qualified to register for a vendor number. But we advise entrepreneurs to register what we call a private business corporation, known as a PBC. That one has got a minimum of one director and a minimum of one shareholder. So if they register for a PBC, they will qualify to register for a vendor number. Yes, some compliance issues will be tested. One has to have a certificate of incorporation which shows that the company has been registered in the Register of Companies, a CR5 which has got the company's business address, a CR6 which shows the list of directors and secretaries of the company, a current state bank account which shows that the business is transacting separately from personal transactions and business transactions, and also a valid tax clearance which shows that an organization is up to date or is compliant with the tax authorities, and also required is certified copies of directors and their proof of residence and conduct of the business.
I hope you got one or two tips, techniques, tactics to navigate these times of COVID-19, of lockdowns, of slowing down and getting back up on your feet with a bang. Stay tuned, Dinetaza will be right back with so much more to unpack. Welcome back to Dinetaza, the entrepreneurial TV reality game show, the only one in Zimbabwe. And remember to always follow us, to always watch out, never to miss out on any of the action on all our social media, which is Dinetaza for all platforms. Our YouTube, our Facebook, our website, anytime, any day, you can watch the action. We would like now to hear our entrepreneur articulate and talk about their market. How do they analyze their market and how do they plan for their market? So let's watch the market analysis.
As a solar service provider, we are actually serving the market which it comprises of homeowners. We are supplying them with power, be it urban dwellers as well as rural homeowners. Since we are having the shortage of power, then we are also supplying agricultural projects, which include personal projects, small plots, medium to large plots which require solar water for their production of their crops. We are also doing commercial. When we are talking of commercial, we are marketing our business in the CBD, where we are having shops, we are having malls which want to be powered with solar, either backup power, so that they can do their businesses. We are also targeting schools We are also targeting the health sector. We are providing our services to the health sector so that they can have standby power, and also water, which is coming from solar, is a cheaper alternative. So in a nutshell, I can say our market, it is broad and it touches from the smallest customer even to the largest clients. We are also providing something which is essential, which everyone needs on a daily basis. If you look at power, everyone needs power, and if you look at water, it is a necessity for you to have water. So what makes us to stand out as a company is because we have realized the potential that we are having here in Masvingo province in terms of solar. There is little of solar that is being harnessed currently, and we are taking advantage of that competition so that we can actually satisfy our market. If you look at people who are actually doing some jobs here in Masvingo, they are coming from other cities to provide services here in Masvingo. So we have actually taken upon us to provide that for our clients locally. Then our competitive advantage, as I have said earlier on, I have worked very much in the mining industry, in the manufacturing. Through that experience, we can actually merge it and also help our customers, not only through solar, but we can actually help them to incorporate both solar, electricity, as well as other forms of renewable energy. So that engineering background is actually a privilege to us. Is when you are doing solar water pumps, you will see we also go into major and minor plumb work. Also, we are into the civil. We actually help our clients, be it on tungstens. We are actually helping them on that side. So it is actually an advantage that we are having as a small company. Then also our overheads, they are actually low, so we are able to price our services in such a way that we can actually accommodate every one of our clients, be it big or small. We are actually negotiating with our clients since we are a company which is on the rise. So our pricing strategy is actually competitive for our new clients. That's what differentiates us from the rest who are actually already in the field, or newcomers who are going to enter in this industry. In terms of our marketing plan, considering the challenges that have been posed, especially by the COVID-19 pandemic, actually the mobility of people has been affected. We cannot do the usual door-to-door marketing that we used to do. So we have to rely on other means of marketing. So we are resolving to push more on our social media fronts. Already we are having social media pages on Facebook. We are also advertising on WhatsApp platforms. So we are actually pushing more on the social side, since it can reach anyone, despite the barriers, despite people being locked down during this period. So actually we are going to try to mobilize our marketing on the radio also, since it cannot be hindered by movement. And also we are going traditional. As I already said, we want to continue to push. Since the restrictions are being eased, we can actually go around during this period and beyond, even after the COVID-19 period. People will actually be allowed to move. We want to move to companies, we want to move to homeowners. We will be doing flyers door to door, because actually we believe word to mouth is one of the best marketing methods that we can use. And also, as part of our marketing plan, we have traditionally told our customers and advised them on what to buy, on the advantages that are being posed by renewable energy sources, also compared to the traditional sources of power. So we are actually using that as part of our marketing plan for the next 6 months in order to push our brand to be recognized. Then also we are partnering with local shop owners, people who are supplying products. Since we are only providing the services, we need people who can back up what we are doing, who can supply us with solar panels, who can supply us with solar pumps, who can supply us with electrical gadgets. So we are actually going into partnerships with those service providers so that we can get our work done, and we can also promote the sales from those guys doing our product support as a company. So in a nutshell, I can say for the next 6 months, We are all about pushing our brand. We are all about going out in the market. We are all about trying to get our name known even to those places where we have not been known, which includes going outside of our boundaries, which have been Masvingo urban mainly. Going outside, we have locations outside Masvingo, like Gutu, we have Mashaba, we have Mwenezi, we have Chivi. So we have also Chiredzi. We are going there also because here in Masvingo, we have plenty of sunshine. We have to take advantage of it. So our marketing motto is that we are reaching every place to bring out the word that we can do service. So today, for our marketing and sales proposition, we are going to showcase one of our clients whom we have supplied our services, which happens to be a solar water pump. We switched from pumping using the traditional electricity and generator. Now we are using solar water pump, as we believe that customer testimonial is one of the best ways we can market our businesses. When a customer is satisfied, nothing can beat that.
There you have it. Was it smart? Was it specific? Was it measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound? Those are some of the aspects of any plan, more so the marketing plan. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, because after the break, we would like to engage the judges and hear what they have to say and how they'll score the particular entrepreneur. Welcome back to Ndinetaza, the Entrepreneurs Hub. The entrepreneur has spoken, they've presented their market analysis. Now we'd like to engage our esteemed judges to hear their verdict for this particular entrepreneur. Welcome back, Judge Missy, Judge Geraldine, and of course, Judge Simba and Rafa, back in action again. Judge Geraldine, how did you find Joseph, his business?
I found that his market is very diverse.
Okay.
He appeals to anyone and everyone. He was speaking about schools, he was speaking about farms, and he was speaking about, you can tell he's done his research very well.
Yes.
In knowing what each one needs in their own industry.
Yes.
So for that, I gave him a 40. In terms of differentiation from the competitors, I found because of his engineering background,
Yes.
he's able to provide much more than just a normal solar servicing or solar panels,
Yes.
and being able to fit that into your home or your school. And so for that, I gave him a 40. For the marketing plan for 6 months, I love the idea of going on radio as well as social media and giving more information by word of mouth, by flyers.
Yes.
So I gave him a 45 out of 50 for that.
That's
Yes.
great. For the youngest entrepreneur.
For the youngest entrepreneur that
season.
we have.
Yes.
For the creative marketing proposition, I like that he showcased the client and he actually showed us what he's done before. And I think the best feedback you can get is from a client who's satisfied and
Yes.
who's proud to showcase what you've done for them. So for that, I gave him a 90 out of 100.
90 out of 100. Scores very well. There, the young man. Want to go right next door.
For defining the market, I think he knows his market. Right? I gave him a 42.
Okay.
Yes.
Did very well there.
Yeah. For competitors,
Differentiating.
it's a very tough industry.
Okay.
If he doesn't pull up his socks, because everyone is doing it,
Awesome.
there's nothing
No
creative
people.
about what he's doing. Anyone can wake up and do what he's doing, so I gave him a 30.
30 out of 50. Still above half. And
Yeah, right.
the plan.
The plan I gave him for 25.
25, right in the half.
I have, because electricity is now available.
Okay. So
Yeah.
his plan is it's not
I
good.
actually wanted to give him 15.
Engine, a bit of messy.
Yeah.
And how creative is he in his...
Yeah. If electricity wasn't there,
Yes.
I was going to give him 90 for creativity.
Wow.
But now I give him 80.
80
He
out of
needs
100.
to, yeah, he needs to think outside the box again, like he was doing before.
Before, or
Electricity
some would say
came.
thinking as if there's no box at
Yeah.
all. We cross over to the other side of the table, bring it to Judge Missy.
I'm actually impressed by Joseph. He's young. He exudes with experience
Yes.
that he has gathered whilst he started working for others in different sectors. And he's actually working very hard to make himself somebody who can be defined or who can be identified by a certain brand. So on market definition, he knows his market.
Yes.
He knows, and so I've given him 35 out of 50.
Okay.
And on differentiation, I've given him 35 out of 50. He needs to wake up, to work so much on the competitive advantage, how he's taking advantage of being in Mashingo and how he wants to be
to
different.
put it into action.
Yes,
and
to put it
take it
into
a step
action.
further.
Yes.
Okay.
And on the plan, I really like, because at first I thought, oh, this guy, this is COVID. He has been put down by COVID-19. He cannot do anything. But I was then impressed that he used that in the 6-month plan, where he's talking about now our plan is just pushing the brand rather than just sitting. He's pushing the brand, but still he didn't quite define the time frame. You know, what else he's saying? 6 months I'm defining the brand. He didn't put the.
But what are the specific time frames?
That he didn't put.
Okay.
And I also liked that the fact that he's also using that time to forge partnerships. And on creative marketing proposition, unfortunately, I was really disappointed. I gave him 30 out of 100.
Whoa! That's the opposite of the left side of the judging panel. And then to wrap it up.
One of the things I observed when I was back in industry was that apprentices lose tools. And by the time he graduates, his box is empty. He's either broken them and this young man kept all the tools because he had a future sight of what he wanted to do. Market definition 40.
Wow.
I gave him 40.
Well.
Differentiation, good, 38 out of 50.
Yes.
He's more than just a basic electrician. This guy, with his mining experience, he has capitalized on it to build on what other service offerings. The next aspect is his planning, 44 out of 50. I was impressed by the fact that he has captured what he needs to do to collaborate with outsiders in order to promote his brand within the shortest period. Creativity, I'm struggling a bit. Like my colleagues are saying, I'm not very comfortable with the mark here. But,
And what did he score there?
I'll give a conservative 60.
A conservative 60. What does that give us on the scoreboard? Check it out. $709, shy of the top position, and the top entrepreneur remains on top. Well, the battle is not yet over. One more entrepreneur to go on the next episode of Ndinetaza, and then the verdict will be determined after that. Always remember to catch Ndinetaza here, but you can also catch Ndinetaza anytime on YouTube, Facebook, and our website, Ndinetaza, all platforms. And you will definitely be able to impact your own business. Until next time, from our esteemed judges, from the crew behind the scenes, and from myself, the Juggernaut, I'm out.